Today, we are going to tackle the second most heated debate in history, the age-old question of who came first, the egg or the chicken. The answer is obvious, the egg came first. But what about religion? It seems that no matter how far back we go, no matter what culture or continent, religion is present. You may be thinking, that's crazy, me and all my friends have no religion. That may be true, but in those cases, Karl Marx's statement that religion is the opium of the people would be wrong. So today, we look at the topic that the role of religion has shaped our past and perhaps our future. Today, we are being respectful and discussing religion, so let's take a moment to appreciate the truly unique beliefs of Pastafarianism. After all, who can really argue with their profound conviction that the supreme god of the universe is actually a giant ball of spaghetti and meatballs? This is truly a faith to be celebrated and respected. It seems somewhat wrong that religion, as big and complicated as Catholicism, Judaism, or Islam, fall into the same definition as religions, such as animism, Jehovah's Witnesses, or Pastafarianism. But the truth is that they are. For sociologists and anthropologists, it is somewhat complicated to define what religion is. Because part of this problem is that each culture has objects, situations, and people that it considers sacred, from plants, animals to anthropomorphic beings. There are also all kinds of rites and all kinds of practices. That is why one of the most accepted definitions is that religion is usually defined as a cultural system that encompasses behaviors, practices, worldviews, ethics, morals, texts, sacred places, prophecies, or organizations that relate humanity to supernatural, transcendental, mystical, or spiritual elements. But if you ask me, I think religion is a funny way to tell people to do things they would never do if you didn't tell them it was a sin. Religion has played a significant role in human history, influencing the way people think, act, and relate to each other. Throughout history, religion has been a powerful force that has shaped culture, politics, and society. So we can say that one of the first functions of religion is to explain the world as well as to give social unity, to make individuals in a society feel part of that society, because they share these same beliefs. In other words, it is like the cream between the Oreo cookies, uniting various parts of society. The earliest religions in human history are difficult to identify precisely, since many ancient peoples had no written records and religious practices were transmitted orally. However, it is believed that some of the earliest religions that emerged include animism, animal worship. Well, not exactly. Animism is a belief that inanimate objects, such as rocks and trees, have spirits and can be worshipped and venerated. Please do not actually worship rocks and trees, it is just a joke. Fertility cult, the belief that the fertility of the earth and human is controlled by deities and that rites and sacrifices must be performed to ensure prosperity and abundance. These early religions developed in different parts of the world at different times and over time, evolved into a more complex and organized religious beliefs and practices. As societies became more complex, religions also became more elaborate and sophisticated, leading to the emergence of the organized and more formalized religions we know today. So in a way, you can say that the roots of all religions were planted in the soil of fertility cults. In ancient societies, religion was often the basis of social and political organization. Tribal and agrarian societies often had religious leaders who exercised power and authority over the community, because ultimately they were the ones who understood and communicated with the gods, who were mostly beings of nature. Why have one god when you can have a whole bunch of them? That's what the ancient Greeks, Egyptians, and Romans wondered, who worship a multitude of gods and goddesses. Why rely on a single divine being when you can have a whole team to help you? Imagine this. You have a problem, let's say you have a poor crop in your field. What would a monotheist do? Pray to your one god for a good crop. Wait and see what happens. But if you are a polytheist, you have many options. You can pray to Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, or Osiris, the god of fertility, or Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture. You can even offer sacrifices to various gods to increase your chances of a good harvest. With so many divine options, you have a much better chance of success. And not only that, the polytheists also add gods for all kinds of needs. Need help navigating a dangerous river? Worship Thames, the god of the river Thames in England. Want protection for your home? Worship Hestia, the Greek goddess of home and family. Need luck in battle? Worship Mars, the Roman god of war. The polytheists also had the advantage that if one god did not answer their prayers, they could always switch to another. Haven't Apollo been helping you with your love affairs? Switch to Aphrodite. Haven't bad luck on the battlefield with Mars? Switch to Ares. With so many gods and goddesses to choose from, the possibilities are endless. Regardless of this advantage in cultures such as Egyptian and Greek, gods were seen as powerful and divine beings who control natural events and daily life. Thus, religious leaders continued to play a very important role and occupied a very high rank in the ruling hierarchy. The rise of monotheism is a complex and debated topic among scholars of religion and history. There are several theories that try to explain this phenomenon, but none of them is conclusive. One theory suggested that monotheism arose as a result of theological evolution in ancient societies. That is, as people began to reflect more on the nature of divinity, they came to the conclusion that there was one supreme god who ruled the universe. We've seen how cool it can be to have several gods to worship, but with monotheism everything is simpler. There is only one god who knows everything and sees everything. And if someone goes wrong in your life, there is no need to search through your lists of gods to find out which one is upset. Just blame Satan. That's easy, isn't it? Besides, monotheism also gave us some great Bible stories to entertain us. Who doesn't love the story of Moses and the stone tablets? Or the story of David and Goliath, where a boy with a single shot defeated a giant. These stories had everything one could want: drama, action, and a little bit of divinity. Now you may be wondering, but what is this monotheistic religion that attributes supreme power to one god? And well, you may be surprised to know that there are three: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. But you may be even more surprised to know that these three religions worship the same god. Yes, at the core of the three is the same God creator of the universe, all-powerful and omnipresent, who created man in his image and likeness. For Jews and Christians, this God is Yahweh, and for Muslims is Allah. Then each religion added some texts and sacred interpretations to form their religion. It is something like a metaverse. Undoubtedly, monotheistic religions have one of the most important roles in the history of mankind. In the Middle Ages, the Catholic Church was a powerful force in Europe and played an important role in politics and culture. The Church exercised great influence over kings and nobles, and its authority extended even over laws and education. After the Middle Ages and the Renaissance came the Enlightenment, which gradually tried to take away the role of religion. Yes, the enlightened no longer bother to ask anything to the gods or to a god. In modern times, religion is still part of a society. In other parts of the world, religion is still an important factor in people's daily lives, shaping their morals, values and social relations. Today, the major religions have lost some influence, especially in the younger generations, and the role they play is more cultural rather than as a belief system. But wait a moment, this doesn't mean that now the millennials and centennials do not have religion, because there are still beliefs in mysticism about how the universe works. Otherwise, astrology would have disappeared by now. Today, religions have been taken from pop culture, that's why we have Pastafarianism, the Realian movement, a UFO religion, Jihadism based on the Star Wars saga, or the religion of the invisible pink unicorn. In summary, religion has played a significant role in human history, influencing culture, politics and society over the centuries. Although the role of religion has evolved over time, it remains a powerful force in many parts of the world today. There is one thing that all religions seem to agree on. No matter what your belief, there is always someone willing to sell you something. From Lucky Charms to holy books, religion is big business. Have you ever wondered how much a t-shirt with the Zeus logo on it would cost? In short, religion has been an important part of human history, but it can also be a little weird. So the next time you attend a religious ceremony, think about humanity's long tradition of searching for answers. And then ask yourself the question, do we really need those t-shirts?